This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Oklahoma's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first two throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Cardinals will call on their punt team. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up.
Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. A give to Brown. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. The pitch. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays.
There's some room. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was.
Breaks into the open. And the defense drags him down.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Third and short now from their own 48. The option look. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown running left. Determined run, but he stopped at the 2 yards, down at the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the ground, it's Avant. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense snapping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Foley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hand off, Isaac Brown. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Cardinals are in the hurry up. Again, it's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Here's a little room there. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. That's caught. It's Richardson. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Just feeds the running back. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. That 53-yard attempt was well within his range, but now this offense will take over at its own 36. They'll move the wide receiver. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run the option. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the option. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Love the play call on offense there. 3rd down. You're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man? Is it the quarterback? Or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice gain and get the 1st down.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They want to run this quarterback. There's it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He's now up to 58 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
With the catch, it's McCoy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback keeps it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Fires left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He tries to take the top off. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 16, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Cardinal able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Running inside. It's Robinson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Leaves it with the back. Might have a chance. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Avant. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Brought down, but he has enough for the first down right at the 43-yard line.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now sliding to his left. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
The run inside. It's Robinson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Third and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Avant. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gets the back moving. Plows through the defense. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Quarterback keep. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Trying play action. Grabs it in the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown Sooners. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Coming out with it, it's Hughes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Finds his man. It's Hughes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
On the option. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Handoff to the single back. Maybe some room here. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
A give to Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Hughes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. The snap sets up the throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Number 48, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Motion from the wideout. Snags it, and he's open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Motion from the back. Keeps it on 1st down. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Sends it back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Louisville calls its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Foley.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
This time he's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So how is this offense going to take advantage, make some plays, because they've got to do it now.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,